Next is from Yesenia Garcia Plute. Subject is podcast question. Hi, Konnan and Disco. I want to say that I listen to your podcast and enjoy how you guys keep it real. I'm a wrestling fan. I also have a family member who's a professional wrestler named Pedro Morales. If you're not familiar, listen to this. If you're not familiar, he was the first Puerto Rican to hold a heavyweight championship, the longest in WWF history. Cody, have you ever heard of Pedro Morales? Are you familiar with him?
The guy managed me when I was in WCW. Yeah.
Anyway, I came across the news channel on YouTube about a wrestler named Tammy Sitch, a.k.a. Sunny, arrested for DUI. However, there's a wrestler, Bill DeMott, who is speaking out against WWE to strip her name and title in the Hall of Fame. Because we're familiar with her background behavior, my question to you guys is, number one, have you ever worked or hung out with Tammy, and if so, how is her behavior towards you guys? Number two, do you agree or disagree with Bill Mott, the wrestler is fighting the WWE to strip her name from the Hall of Fame? And three, what advice would you give wrestlers today and upcoming wrestlers who are going the same path as Tammy? I've never hung out with her. I've worked with her a couple times. I couldn't care less about the Hall of Fame, and if she had stripped the Hall of Fame doesn't exist. It's a fictitious thing that you're put into a data bank. That there's no actual physical Hall of Fame. So I don't know. You want to strip her off the database of Hall of Famers? Like, okay, big deal. And what advice would I give wrestlers today and upcoming wrestlers who go on the same path? Obviously, go to rehab now. As soon as possible would be my suggestion. You got anything to add?
I've never hung out with her.
Close your mouth. Mm-hmm.
I've never really worked with her. We were in the same locker room in WCW when you were there too, but we never did segments together. I never remember working with her. Mm-hmm. And when I was leaving Puerto Rico, she was coming in, so we never really met. We never really worked there. The most I ever talked to her was that story I told you about at the party, where I went and apologized to her, remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Do you agree with Bill DeMott? Bro, the Hall of Fame, big deal. I mean, at the end of the day, if you like, it goes with everything that we talk about. If you're going to take her out, you're going to have to end up taking out most of the people in there. They're all humans. They all up. They all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So
Bill takes it personally because he lost his daughter because of a drunk driver. So that's probably why it hits home for him. Did you want to hear the clip?
No.